What's up, guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. As you can see, today I'm in a different vehicle. It's a pretty quite unique car, and if you can guess the name brand, that'll be great, but it starts with the F, and that's Ford for you. So these are 2018 Ford Fiesta ST, and my friend Kevin has owned this car for a few years now. And I know for the last couple of years I've been talking to him when we can review the car, see what the car is all about. And Kevin is a pretty cool guy. I met him back in the days, probably back in 2006 or 05, when he used to have a Ford Lightning pickup truck, which was one of the fastest trucks around this area. So Kevin has since sold the Ford Lightning truck. He bought a Mustang. I believe it's a 5.0 liter, and he traded in the Mustang for the Ford Fiesta. I almost called it a Focus, but it's a Ford Fiesta ST. And I've been seeing him quite a bit, and yeah, this guy is definitely unique. Now, I just came from Kevin's house, and the first thing my challenge was driving this. So it is a Cooler Works, I believe, Cooler Works shifter. It's really cool though, because it's a very short shifter. The gears, they only go so far. I mean, it's so short. So that's first right there, second, third, fourth, fifth, and I think it doesn't have a sixth gear though. So yeah, so I believe it's a 5-speed. Don't quote me on that. I'll check with Kevin just to find out. But if you want to put it back on reverse, you have to lift that up that way and throw it that way, and that will take it to reverse. But yeah, it's pretty unique. I had to get used to it. I was a little bit, I was a little bit nervous because this is not something that I've messed with before though. But other than that, this is quite a good vehicle. I want to stop out and show you guys what this car is all about. This car right now has 61,000 miles. It still smells like brand new car. It still has the brand new car smell, if you know what I'm talking about. So it smells like it. This car is far from stock. As you can see, what I just showed with the manual shifter, that's aftermarket. We're gonna go outside and look at the car from the outside. So this car definitely has some upgrade. The wheels it's sitting on is some Conic wheels with the Ventus RS4 tire. It's a 225/45/15 width tire. It grips really well. When I drove this car here to this parking lot, it really felt like an all-wheel drive, and I'm not exaggerating. It really feels like I didn't get any wheel spin. I tried to get on it a little bit faster though, and no wheel spin was going on. As you can see, it's a Ford Focus ST. It has a tow hook here. This is a requirement for track days. So Kevin does track this car though. He sees the track quite often. He's done autocross with it, and I believe right now he's planning to do road courses with it, like time attack and all those. So the car is really nice. And what this car reminds me of, and I may be wrong though, but I believe that's what probably the WRC car based on. I believe it's based on this type of Fiesta. I could be wrong, the new WRC car though. But either way, it's a very cool car though. This car is also very famous in Europe. I believe that's the first place that I heard about it though. Ford Fiesta. And the first Fiesta was built in 1976. I bet you a bunch of us were not even born back then. I definitely wasn't born back then. So it looks really elegant. He has some hood ducts on it, so to leave the hot air from the engine bay going out. The car is white, obviously. I believe white and black wheels. It's a really nice contrast. It makes the car pop a lot more. The only thing I would do for me, I would definitely put a little bit of tints, not too dark, but just a little bit of tint, just to give it that cool effect. But Kevin is a race guy, so what he thinks about is how this car gonna handle, how this car gonna perform. So his main thing is not too much of looks, but more of just racing. So it has an exhaust. I forgot to ask him what kind of exhaust that is, but I believe it's a full catback exhaust. This car complies with the EPA. So as you can see down there, it has a 22mm sweet bar on the back. I forgot to ask him what kind of suspension he's running on though, but it's definitely modified though. That is not the stock suspension. This car also comes with a roof spoiler, which is pretty unique. I think it gives it like a nice contrast because it's not too big, it's not invasive, it's just perfect. I think it will look weird if the spoiler stopped right here as the regular Fiesta though, but the fact that this one is an ST kind of extends out a little bit and has this little holes in here. I believe that's to direct air towards the back window and down. So grassroots motorsports, as you can see, Kevin is really huge in racing. So yeah, so it's funny, he just mentioned to me that he also, you know, picks up his kids with this car sometimes. And Kevin also has a nice F-150 EcoBoost. So but and also he has a race car, which is a Hyundai. That's his real race car though. So this was meant to be a daily, but obviously turned out to be a race car as well though. So I just take a look at the back real quick. Let me see. And the good thing about this car though, it's a keyless start. So let me get the keys real quick. Let me open it. So you have your engine start. I'm so old school though. I'm still used to starting my car with a key, but this one you just start it with a button. So it's a 4-door, so you can fit 4 people comfortably, I believe. I don't think you can fit a third person in the back, maybe a child, but you can definitely fit 4 adults in the back seats. That would be great. Yeah, let's look at the driver's side again though. So obviously 3 pedals. It's a manual transmission vehicle though. I really love this dead what do you call that? Dead pedal, the one you rest your foot on though. It looks pretty good though. The seats are also very comfortable. I love this side bolstering, you know, for your thighs and for your back here though. It actually holds you pretty good though. The seats are very, very comfortable. And one thing I like about them is when they get dirty though, these are the type of seats that you can just clean with a towel and it will just clean out, right? You know, it will clean out good. So the black interior is very, very nice. The roof as well. So, you know, other than that, let's take a look at the hood. Let's pop the hood and see what's cooking. So as I mentioned to you, Kevin does track this car though. It has an intake, obviously to direct more cooler air and large masses of air to it though. It's from Whoosh Motorsports. I wish I was recording when he was talking to me, because he gave me a whole list of things that are done on this car. So I can only just go on top of my head of what I remember. The one thing I remember I asked him about is this guy right here though. This a white cover that's here though. He told me that was the I guess the intake that went into the cabin or the inside of the vehicle to make those fake noises, I guess the turbo noises though. So he kept that out, took it off, you know, makes the car looks a lot cleaner in there. And I can see the oil filter. The oil filter is just right there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Seems like changing an oil on this guy is not too bad. As you can see, the oil filter is right there. It's a 4-cylinder, so Toyota, I know you guys are making a 3-cylinder Corolla GR and it's out there and it's fun, but I still kind of think a 4-cylinder is cool too. But it's also very impressive that you guys came out with a 3-cylinder that's making 300 horsepower. Kevin didn't tell me how much horsepower this guy's coming with. I would guesstimate to be close around 300. I haven't driven it hard yet. I don't like to bash on people's cars, so but I believe he's making close to 300. I will update you guys later when I see Kevin. These are the hood ducts again. So the good thing about them, they also have these covers here. That way the water does not get in the engine bay. I believe that's what I need on my Subaru, because my Subaru doesn't have that. So mine is wide open, so I need that. So as you can see, it's a 1.6 liter. It's a 1.6 liter 4-cylinder from Ford Motor Company. So yeah, this guy is yeah. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention though. So he does have a different radiator here though, as you can see it. He has a radiator that's up here. I believe it's a radiator, right? Is it a radiator or intercooler? I believe it's an intercooler. Now that I think about it, I think that's an intercooler. So actually no, that's a radiator. So he has an aftermarket radiator, and that's the intercooler down there. So as you can guys see, so if you're not into cars, you may not even know much about this car. You may be like, oh, that's just a regular Ford Fiesta. But looking at it with the wheels and everything, you definitely know, okay, something is up, you know, especially when you see this type of setup. Oh, I forgot one of the biggest things they actually mentioned to me. He has the Wheelwood 4-piston brakes, calipers to be precise, and a 2-piece rotor. So this guy means business. This guy means business. So I believe this car stops on a dime. He did tell me these are track pads, so when they're cold, they're not the best, but when they're hot, they really grab very well. So yeah, I love the car. I love it a lot. I wish I had enough money though, because I'm pretty sure this is something I'll buy as a daily, and more than likely end up in a race car though, because that's just how things are. So All right, let's go on a quick test drive and see how the car is. Guys, this car is pretty awesome. I don't have the proper equipment to do like put a camera outside the vehicle so you guys can see how it's moving, but the car is, the one thing I like about it is very quiet. It's not loud at all and it moves. I had a tiny bit of wheel spin, but that's very minute. It really pulls like an all-wheel drive car though. That is not kidding at all. It really pulls like one, and as you guys can hear the exhaust note, it's very quiet. It's a nice deep tone. And one thing I like about it though, it's not raspy. I mean, if there's one thing about 4 cylinders, as you guys know, is the raspiness. And I hate to say this to my Honda Civic people though, but yeah, that raspy does not sound cool. It's just my own opinion. Like I love how the Evo sounds. The Evo is very it has a different noise. Obviously Subaru sounds like Subaru, except if you have an equal length headers, then it almost kind of sound like a Civic too though. But this ST sounds pretty good. And I think we're gonna do some in-car driving and see how it drives. Focus, I need to get this right. Ford Fiesta ST. And I just drove it home real quick. I needed to change off my shirt. It is so hot today. And I wore a polo shirt. So I had to change out real quick and put something more comfortable. So I got you guys on the side right there. Hopefully you guys are able to see. I'm about to change the gears right now though, you guys can't see that, but just put it on reverse right now. So we're just gonna go on a quick test drive and see how this car handles, you know. Yeah, it's funny, I had to get used to this shifter though, but once you get used to it, it's actually very easy though. As you can see, I just went through it. First time I drove it, I was so scared. I was like, woo! I thought I was gonna mess up his transmission though, but no. Like once you get used to it, it's just like any other car though. So it drives really good. I'm not sure if he has a lighter flywheel though, but I'm not sure. I'll ask him about it. But it's very easy to drive. Right away from speed bump right here. It's a nice car, very comfortable. So suspension is just right. Oh yeah, the brakes are, I noticed now the brakes that are getting hot. If you're not careful, you can slam your face on the steering wheel. They rub very, very hot. Oh man, this guy. Come on, man. I just don't know how people get their licenses. That lady just put up front from a spot and she was about to hit me pretty much. I don't know how people get their license. So no. Anyways, getting back to track though. So car drives really good. Obviously, just like any other new car though, you have to kind of get used to it. I'm able to go put it on. I'm able to put it on. There you go. I'm able to put it on fast and neutral. If you're not careful though, you find yourself going out of groove. So alright, we're gonna step on it right now real quick. We're gonna drive it just a tiny bit faster right here. This first gear. Especially on 4 cylinders, I don't like putting AC while you're enjoying it. So just gonna get on the highway real quick and see how it is. right in front of us. I was hoping you guys can actually have a better view, but we have a truck in front of us. So we're about to get on 270, 270 north for you guys live in Maryland. This is heading towards Frederick. What I want to do is come back around the back way, go back to Kevin's house. But yeah, I'm not having AC on, so Kevin, I'm sorry, man. Don't want to be too sweaty though, but I don't want to turn on the AC either. I feel like AC robs the power from the car, so even though that might not be true, because it's a modern car though. So right now I'm on 5th gear right now, so just my mirrors a little bit so I can see. But Kevin is a tall guy though, so I'm short, so I wasn't seeing very well. Yeah, but as you guys can hear though, the car is very quiet. It's not too bumpy. It's actually not bumpy at all. It's very comfortable. You can tell you're in a modified vehicle that has some good race suspension. You can tell that, you know, the car handles really good. You feel like it's hugging the road pretty good. So unfortunately I fell behind this truck, and there's a bunch of cars towards my left, so I can't pass the truck. So just gonna have to go to the speed of the truck though, a little bit. Yeah, this is so cool, man. I never knew that. You know, that's why people say hatchbacks are cool and hatchbacks are fun. If you guys remember, I had a 2017. I had a 2017, no, 2018 Toyota Corolla IM, which was a hatchback, but I bought it as a automatic vehicle though, because I wanted to do Uber with it, and that's when I had a Subaru. But I love the aspect of a hatchback because, you know, it has just enough room for you to do things, to do your activities, but also at the same time it's very fun. Especially this one that is a manual transmission. It's a lot better. So yeah, we're still behind this truck, so we're stuck. So it's a Sunday. I just don't know where people come from Sundays. There's a lot of people outside right now. So, but I'm really enjoying this car. This guy is very awesome. Should be getting out of these exits very soon. I'm on 5th gear and she's pulling. Look at that. She's pulling. That is amazing. 4th gear right now. Oh yeah. I can see why Kevin likes to race this car. He handles pretty good. It's very nimble. Here comes Virginia people, man. You know, I'm sorry, Virginia people. A lot of you guys can't drive, so sorry. Come on, flood, get calm. Yeah, the brakes they grab a lot though. Yeah, the brakes are very feisty. I honestly feel like I'm in a rally car. To be honest, I'm not exaggerating though. That's just how it feels like. Only rally car I've been into was the Subaru that was up for display at Boxer Fest a few years back ago. And now I'm on neutral. Woo! Gotta open up the window a little quick, man. I'm sweating. But this car is awesome. I like it. And you know what? Person like me have been stuck with old cars, right? You know, the Subaru I'm driving, if you think about it though, that's a 2007 Subaru though, so it's old technology. It's not as efficient as it was before. So driving a car that's this new, you can tell there's a difference. This car handles a lot better, moves a whole lot faster. The chassis is a lot more rigid. So I think it's time for me one day to move up to newer cars. You know, I'm here stuck with old cars, you know, just because of the nostalgic feeling, right? Yeah, I wasn't too sure if I was on 1st gear though, so that's the only thing. 1st gear is a little bit confusing for me a little bit, so I had one thing I noticed, this car pulls really, really hard. I'm trying to see if I can stop here and change the camera, that way you guys can see the front. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right here on the side, and that way you guys can see the front real quick. Have it on neutral and stop. Let me see if I can have you guys. Alright guys, hopefully that's a good view for you guys. I'm just waiting. There's a vehicle coming right now. I'm just waiting for it to pass. Then after that, we're gonna try to go a little bit fast and see what this guy's all about. That's Highway Outlaws right there now. With their Camaro. You guys know Highway Outlaws, so alrighty. Let's do this. Let's see if we can get it. It's all open. I'm not gonna go too hard on first gear. Second gear. To be honest with you, I'm afraid this car will keep up with my car. I'm really afraid that this car would really keep up with my Subaru, because the way it pulls, I think this guy's making at least 500 horsepower. I mean not 500, I'm sorry, 300 horsepower at least at the minimum. The way it pulls is just so aggressive. I don't know if you guys gonna see the Highway Outlaws car. It's a Camaro that's right here though. Should be right here though. I see you on Instagram. I see you on Instagram. Yeah. Alright guys, here we go again. I don't know if you guys saw that Camaro though. It's pretty cool. So yeah, but this car pulls very hard. I know that's a broken record though, man, but yeah, this car is awesome. I love it. So now just cruising normal, cruising nicely, and just enjoying it. So this makes a perfect street car, also a track car too as well. So I believe if you're in the market to buy a Ford Fiesta ST right now, I think that would be a great time to buy. They don't make this car anymore, I believe the last year was last year, I believe. If not last year, I believe it was 2018 or 2019. Don't quote me on that. I still need to do my research on this car a little bit more and get to know more about it though. But that was the last year I believe they made it though. So but if you're looking for one though, I believe right now they're not that much expensive, so it's a perfect car to have. And then down the road it's probably gonna go up in value, right, since they don't make it anymore. So anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video.